Japan stands as a beacon of innovation and culture, far surpassing other nations in many respects. From its culinary delights to its breathtaking landscapes, cutting-edge technology, and vibrant entertainment scene, Japan offers an experience unlike any other. The nation's unique blend of ancient traditions and modern advancements has cultivated a remarkable reputation, one that continues to evolve and captivate the world. Whether in daily life or through the country's extraordinary achievements, Japan stands at the forefront of global progress. Here are 15 things that can only be found in Japan, testaments to its unmatched ingenuity and charm. Rental companions, a unique trend in Japan. In recent years, a growing trend has emerged in Japan, where individuals can rent not just friends and family members, but also romantic partners, or even cuddle buddies. Catering primarily to busy professionals or those struggling to form connections, these rental services have become a part of daily life for some. Renting a girlfriend or boyfriend is one of the more expensive options in this booming industry. Profiles of men and women, complete with photos, are available on various websites, allowing users to browse and select the person they'd like to go on a date with. The costs for these services are typically calculated by the hour, with the base price for a rental girlfriend or boyfriend starting around $50. Additional fees apply for transportation and any activities during the date. Depending on the individual and the nature of the date, the price can increase significantly. For example, some platforms offer the option to rent a middle-aged man for just $10 an hour, with the service providing detailed profiles of available individuals, outlining what they can offer during the rental period. Unmarried individuals may accompany clients on dates, while others are hired for emotional support, offering a sympathetic ear to those in need. Beyond romantic companions, Japan's rental services extend to family members as well. This is often used by busy parents who rent a mother or father figure to care for their child for the day, allowing them to focus on work or other obligations. For those seeking companionship during concerts or events, renting friends to cheer them on or simply accompany them has also become a popular choice. These services, particularly prevalent in Tokyo, have developed into a thriving industry, reflecting Japan's unique approach to social connections and companionship. However, becoming a rental girlfriend is not without its strict and unusual criteria. Applicants must be at least 20 years old, attractive, and free of visible flaws such as acne or braces. They must embody a traditionally feminine image, fair-skinned, slim, and refined. Moreover, rental agencies do not hire individuals who suffer from disabilities or mental health issues, or those who are mothers themselves. These demanding requirements highlight the increasingly curated nature of this service, underscoring the societal expectations placed on those in this unique line of work. The linguistic oddity of the blue traffic light in Japan. The blue traffic light is a fascinating anomaly, one that arises when a single word represents two distinct colors across the world. While red universally signals stop and green means go, Japan has a unique twist. There, the go signal is not the standard green, but rather a teal, turquoise, or aqua hue. This isn't due to any technical quirk in the wiring. Instead, it's a deeply ingrained aspect of the Japanese language. Historically, the Japanese language had four fundamental color words: black, white, red, and blue. Anything green was also categorized under the term ayo, which means blue. Over time, the word midori, meaning sprout, came to represent green, but it was still considered a shade of ayo. Despite the country's efforts to resolve this overlap, the confusion persisted, especially in everyday language. As a result, traffic lights in Japan continued to be referred to as ayo rather than midori, even when they were clearly green. The roots of this peculiar situation trace back to the 1930s, when Japan first introduced traffic lights. These early systems used a green light to signal go, but it was still officially called blue. This created a linguistic dilemma, and experts criticized the government for the contradiction. Rather than changing the official terminology, the authorities chose to address the issue by adjusting the traffic lights themselves. In 1973, a government mandate declared that all traffic lights in Japan be made in a shade of blue-green, aligning with international standards while still adhering to the traditional language. This solution allowed the government to resolve the linguistic conflict while maintaining consistency with global traffic regulations. Today, learners in Japan are required to demonstrate their ability to distinguish between red, yellow, Japan's stigmatized properties, a dark reality in the housing market. In Japan, a particular category of homes carries a notorious reputation, stigmatized properties, or jikobuken. These are residences where previous occupants have died under unnatural or suspicious circumstances, often involving violence, neglect, or other unsettling causes. The stigma attached to these properties is so strong that they are typically avoided, and realtors often find it challenging to sell or rent them again. The term jikobuken refers to homes that are haunted by their tragic history, and they can be found at significantly reduced prices due to the negative associations tied to their past. While these properties are available for purchase or rent at a fraction of the cost of typical homes, buyers and renters must be prepared to face the psychological burden of living in a space labeled as haunted. Despite this, many individuals and companies specializing in the real estate market for stigmatized properties see potential for profit. These businesses often acquire such homes at steep discounts, then resell or rent them in the future for a profit. In some cases, the houses are demolished and the land is resold, clearing away the haunted past. Under Japan's real estate transaction law, the seller or realtor is legally required to disclose any known unnatural deaths that occurred within a property. This information must be provided in an official document, which is signed before the lease or sale contract is finalized. These deaths are classified as a psychological defect, significantly affecting the perceived value of the property. As a result, many Japanese individuals remain hesitant to live in such spaces, largely due to the societal stigma surrounding the idea of a haunted home. The dark history of these properties often makes them unappealing, leaving them shunned in the housing market, despite their attractive prices. The robotic revolution at Henan Hotel, Japan. The Henan Hotel in Nagasaki, Japan, has taken hospitality to a futuristic level by employing robots to enhance its services and streamline operations. This innovative approach ensures that guests have a truly memorable stay, with the hotel staffed primarily by multilingual robots designed to make each visit seamless and efficient. At the heart of the hotel's automation are the reception and porter robots. Upon arrival, guests are greeted by the reception robots, who handle check-in with ease. These robots are equipped to assist in multiple languages, ensuring a smooth experience for international visitors. Once checked in, guests can rely on the porter robots to carry their luggage to their rooms, further reducing the need for human interaction. While the primary staff consists of robots, human staff are still available 24/7 in case any issues arise. One of the most innovative features of the Henan Hotel is its keyless entry system, powered by facial recognition. Upon check-in, guests undergo a quick face scan, allowing them to unlock their rooms without the need for traditional key cards. This eliminates the risk of losing or forgetting a key card during their stay. However, for those who are not entirely comfortable with facial recognition technology, the hotel still offers key cards upon request. The hotel also boasts a range of automated features designed to enhance guest convenience. From air conditioning to lighting, everything is controlled by motion sensors, ensuring a comfortable and energy-efficient environment. A notable feature is the automated cloakroom, where a robotic arm will store luggage for guests who arrive early or need to store their bags after checkout. At the Henan Hotel, technology meets hospitality in an exciting and efficient way, offering an unforgettable experience for those looking to embrace the future of travel. The fascinating world of square watermelons in Japan. Square or cube-shaped watermelons are not a naturally occurring phenomenon. Rather, they are a result of careful cultivation and are a common sight in Japan. Unlike the traditional round watermelon, these square varieties are primarily ornamental and come with a hefty price tag, often reaching up to $200, far more expensive than their round counterparts. The idea behind square watermelons was initially practical. Their unique shape allows them to fit more efficiently in refrigerators, maximizing storage space. Additionally, the shape makes them easier to cut, as they don't roll around, providing a more stable base. The creation of these square watermelons dates back to 1978, when graphic designer Tomakuni Ono first introduced them at a gallery in Ginza, Tokyo. His innovative concept not only caught the public's eye, but also earned him a patent in the United States. Square watermelons are grown in specially designed boxes that force the fruit to take the shape of the container. This cultivation method results in a visually striking, yet expensive, fruit, often sought after by wealthy or fashion-conscious consumers. In 2002, these square watermelons were sold for around $83 in Japan, 2 to 3 times the price of a regular watermelon. While square watermelons were originally intended to be a practical solution, their high cost limits their appeal to a broader audience. Kawaii culture. The charm of Japan's adorable aesthetic. Kawaii means lovely, cute, adorable, or lovable in Japanese, and it has become a defining cultural phenomenon in Japan. It extends beyond people to include items, animals, and even abstract concepts that are charming, vulnerable, shy, and childlike. This aesthetic includes cute handwriting, manga, anime, and iconic characters like Hello Kitty and Pikachu. Over time, kawaii has evolved into a significant part of Japanese popular culture, influencing entertainment, fashion, food, toys, and even daily mannerisms. The term kawaii was first introduced in Lady Murasaki's 11th century novel, The Tale of Genji, where it referred to pitiable or delicate qualities. In the present day, however, kawaii represents a celebration of all things adorable, often embodied in fictional characters that evoke positivity and joy. This embrace of cuteness has become more than just an aesthetic. It is a cultural movement that permeates various aspects of life in Japan. Kawaii culture gained traction in Japan, partly due to the country's deep admiration for youth. In Japanese society, there is a strong desire to emulate the youthful, innocent, and carefree qualities associated with kawaii aesthetics. For both men and women, adopting the kawaii style of dressing and living can be a way to reconnect with youthful exuberance, offering a break from the pressure of long working hours and the stringent social expectations that shape daily life. Initially, kawaii was most closely associated with young schoolgirls, but by the 1970s, the aesthetic had broadened, appealing to a much wider audience. The influence of Western culture began to be felt, blending traditional Japanese ideas with new global trends, creating a fusion of kawaii elements. This shift made the style accessible to all ages, with businesses in Japan seeing the potential of kawaii as a marketable trend, further cementing its role in shaping the country's consumer landscape. Cuddle cafes, a comforting yet controversial trend in Japan. As traditional views on marriage and romantic relationships continue to evolve, many individuals are seeking alternative ways to find companionship. In Japan, one such innovative yet unconventional solution has emerged: cuddle cafes. These establishments offer a unique experience for those yearning for affection and human connection, though the concept may seem strange to some. One of the most notable cuddle cafes is Soja, located in the bustling district of Akihabara. Here, men pay to cuddle with women in a safe, controlled environment. While the idea may sound odd for people struggling with loneliness or emotional exhaustion, this service provides a moment of comfort and intimacy, something that has become harder to find in modern society. The rise of cuddle cafes highlights a deeper issue: the growing sense of loneliness in a world where marriage and intimate relationships are less desirable or less attainable. As the decline of traditional family structures continues, many are seeking a substitute for the emotional fulfillment that companionship provides. The cuddle cafe, in this sense, is a response to this void, emphasizing that affection and human connection are essential to emotional well-being. The services at Soja are not cheap. The cafe charges a premium for the comfort of cuddling with a beautiful woman, offering packages ranging from short 20-minute naps to a full 10-hour overnight experience. However, many overworked and emotionally drained individuals are willing to pay the price for a few hours of affection and care, making it a popular choice for those looking to escape the stresses of modern life. KFC Christmas, a Japanese holiday tradition. In Japan, Christmas isn't just about Merry Christmas. It's Merry KFC Christmas. While much of the world celebrates Christmas with hot cocoa, cinnamon cookies, and cozy family gatherings, millions of Japanese families head to their nearest Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise to celebrate the holiday. This tradition has become so ingrained in Japanese culture that each year, an estimated 3.6 million families indulge in the delicious fried chicken as part of their Christmas Eve celebrations. For many in Japan, Christmas has evolved into a romantic holiday, akin to Valentine's Day, with couples dining at upscale restaurants. However, for families, it's become customary to simply walk into a KFC and order a festive meal. December is the busiest month of the year for KFC in Japan, with sales soaring to more than 10 times their usual amount. The demand for KFC's special Christmas meal is so high that many customers place their orders weeks in advance, while those who miss the deadline often find themselves waiting in line for hours. This KFC Christmas tradition began as a clever corporate promotion, thanks to Takeshi Odawara, the manager of Japan's first KFC restaurant. After opening in 1970, Odawara had a dream one night that inspired him to create a Christmas party barrel, a special fried chicken offering. The idea stemmed from hearing a couple of foreigners in his store express how they missed having turkey for Christmas. Odawara thought that fried chicken could be a perfect substitute. He began marketing the party barrel as a way to celebrate the holiday, and the response was overwhelming. By 1974, KFC had taken the idea nationwide, branding it Kurizumasu Niwa Kentue, Kentucky for Christmas. The campaign was a huge success, and Odawara's idea became a national phenomenon. His creativity and success in marketing led to a rapid rise within KFC Japan, and by 1985, he was appointed as president and CEO, a role he held until 2002. The Christmas party barrel not only filled a gap in the Japanese holiday landscape, but also gave the country its own unique Christmas tradition. The Naoki Sumo Crying Baby Festival, a unique tradition of blessings and strength. In Japan, the Naoki Sumo Crying Baby Festival, also known as Nakizumo, is a centuries-old event that celebrates the power of a baby's cry as a symbol of health and vitality. Held annually, this distinctive festival sees babies being cradled by sumo wrestlers in an open-air sumo ring, where they compete to see who can cry first. The baby that bursts into tears the quickest is declared the winner of the challenge. The belief behind the festival is rooted in Japanese folklore, where a loud cry is seen as a sign that the child will grow up strong and healthy. Furthermore, crying is thought to ward off evil spirits, protecting the community from misfortune. The saying, Nadoki wa swatsu, crying babies grow fastest, encapsulates the spirit of the festival, inspiring the tradition of celebrating each baby's strength and vitality. The festival, which has been celebrated for over 4 centuries, typically takes place at Shinto shrines across Japan, often on May 5th to coincide with Children's Day, marking the end of Golden Week. While the customs and traditions vary by region, the core elements of the festival remain the same. The event begins with a Shinto priest offering prayers for the baby's health and well-being, followed by the competition itself, held in a sumo ring. Each baby wears a handmade kabuto, helmet, and professional or student sumo wrestlers take charge of the infants, using a variety of methods to encourage tears. Wrestlers might bounce the babies gently, make loud noises, or use funny gestures to elicit a cry. If neither baby cries after a few minutes, referees, often dressed in traditional masks, step in to encourage them further. Plush Moomin lunch buddies, a cozy solution to solo dining in Japan. For those who find themselves dining alone, Japan has come up with a heartwarming and adorable solution to ease the loneliness. In Tokyo, Moomin Cafe, located at the Tokyo Dome, offers a unique dining experience for solo patrons. Instead of eating alone, customers are greeted with the company of a large, cuddly stuffed animal during their meal. Inspired by the Moomin franchise, a Finnish series of picture books featuring a family of hippopotamus-like creatures, the cafe's decor and menu are also centered around these charming characters, making it an immersive experience for those who come to dine solo. The concept behind Moomin Cafe is simple yet ingenious. Rather than feeling awkward or self-conscious while eating alone, patrons are paired with a stuffed Moomin character who sits beside them. The cafe staff approach solo customers and offer them the companionship of a plush friend to share their meal. This thoughtful gesture has made the cafe a haven for those who might otherwise feel lonely or out of place, whether they're salarymen looking for a break or women enjoying lunch on their own. At Moomin Cafe, no one has to eat alone. The cafe serves a variety of meals and drinks, many of which are inspired by the beloved Moomin characters, including Moomin-shaped pancakes and other themed foods. This charming concept is uniquely Japanese, where the idea of giving a temporary friend to help alleviate the discomfort of solo dining reflects the country's deep appreciation for kindness, hospitality, and thoughtful gestures. In a world where dining alone can sometimes feel isolating, Momin Cafe offers a delightful remedy, companionship in the form of a plush lunch buddy. Limited edition Kit Kats, Japan's exclusive chocolate delights. Japan is home to some of the most exclusive and exciting flavors of Kit Kat, with over 300 limited edition, seasonal and regional varieties produced since the brand's introduction in the country. These unique flavors are often available only in Japan, making them a sought-after treat for both locals and tourists. From exotic ingredients to collaborations with regional specialties, Japanese Kit Kats are a far cry from the traditional version known worldwide. Nestlé, which operates the Kit Kat brand in Japan, has helped make the chocolate bar a national obsession. In fact, between 2012 and 2014, Kit Kat overtook Meiji's macadamia chocolate to become the top-selling confectionery in Japan. The reason behind this success lies in several factors, including the clever branding and deep integration into Japanese culture. Kit Kat's name, Kitokatsu, resembles the Japanese phrase kitokatsu, which means definitely win, making it a popular gift for students before exams or for anyone embarking on a new endeavor. The first flavored Kit Kats were introduced in Japan in the 1990s, with the iconic orange flavor leading the way. Since then, Kit Kat has expanded its flavor offerings to include a staggering variety, such as matcha green tea, sake, sweet potato, apple vinegar, and even wasabi, demonstrating the Japanese penchant for experimenting with flavors and combining the familiar with the novel. In addition to being an indulgent snack, Kit Kats have become an integral part of Japanese gifting culture, where people often give them as thoughtful, unique presents. Ramen noodle bath, a unique spa experience in Japan. In Japan, where ramen is a beloved dish, the country has taken its passion for this noodle soup to a whole new level with a ramen noodle spa. Located at the Hakone Unesen Spa, this unique bath allows visitors to soak in a giant bowl filled with pork broth, mimicking the experience of being part of a ramen bowl. The bath is not just about immersion in noodle-themed water, it's also said to offer skincare benefits. The collagen in the pork broth is believed to help moisturize the skin and promote a healthy glow by boosting metabolism. This spa has become a popular destination for travelers seeking an unusual and authentic Japanese experience. In addition to the ramen noodle bath, the Hakone Unesen Spa offers several other extraordinary bath experiences. There's the wine bath, which is famous for its rejuvenating effects on the skin, and the coffee bath, which is known for its relaxing properties and ability to help recover from fatigue. The green tea bath is another popular option, celebrating Japan's love for the antioxidant-rich drink. For those seeking even more unique experiences, the spa also offers a sake bath, fish bath, and a variety of fun activities like mountain water slides and saunas. Bunny Island, Okunoshima's furry inhabitants. Okunoshima, often referred to as Bunny Island, is a small, peaceful island in the inland sea of Japan, located in Hiroshima Prefecture. The island is famous for being home to thousands of friendly rabbits that roam freely, making it a beloved destination for animal lovers and tourists. The bunnies on the island are mostly tame and often approach visitors, providing an interactive experience for those who visit. Though known for its adorable residents, Okunoshima has a dark history. During the Russo-Japanese War, the island housed a chemical weapons plant where mustard gas and tear gas were produced. After World War II, the plant was dismantled and the chemicals were disposed of. Today, the island is home to a mix of natural beauty, historical sites, and the Okunoshima Poison Gas Museum, which educates visitors about the island's past. The island's population of rabbits is believed to be descendants of those released in the 1970s when the area was developed into a park. The rabbits were initially used in experiments related to chemical weapons, but were later released when the facility closed. Today, hunting the rabbits is prohibited, and no pets are allowed on the island to protect the bunnies. Tourists enjoy interacting with the rabbits, often feeding them, and exploring the island's trails and historical landmarks. Okunoshima offers a unique mix of wildlife and history, making it a one-of-a-kind destination. Passenger pushers, Oshiya. In Japan, during rush hours, particularly at major train stations like Shinjuku, The crowds can become so overwhelming that passengers require assistance boarding the trains. This led to the creation of oshiya, or passenger pushers. These workers are employed solely to push commuters into the train cars, ensuring everyone fits inside and that no one gets caught in the doors. The term oshiya comes from the Japanese verb osu, yasu, meaning to push, combined with the suffix ya, indicating a profession or occupation. The practice of employing passenger pushers began at Shinjuku Station, known for its intense congestion during rush hours. Initially, the role was filled by students working part-time, but over time, it evolved into a more official role filled by station staff. The practice became so iconic that a photograph was featured in Life magazine in 1964, showing a white-gloved oshiya pushing passengers into packed Tokyo commuter trains before the Summer Olympics. Despite their significant role in maintaining order, the need for these pushers has diminished in recent years. Improvements in train capacity, better scheduling, and the declining population in Japan have led to reduced overcrowding. Now, oshiya are mostly seen during the busiest rush hours, particularly in Tokyo's most congested lines. Kakuri puppets. The kakuri puppets are traditional, automated Japanese figures that were crafted between the 17th and 19th centuries. These puppets, often designed with intricate mechanisms, are known for their ability to perform various actions, captivating audiences with their lifelike gestures and movements. The word kakuri comes from the Japanese verb kakuru, meaning to pull, stretch, or move a thread, reflecting how these figures were operated. There are three primary types of kakuri. 1. Bai-kakuri. These are life-sized puppets used in public performances, often in theaters. They would perform dramatic gestures and were sometimes used in elaborate storytelling performances. 2nd. Zashiki kakuri. Smaller mechanical dolls typically used in homes. These dolls could perform simple tasks, such as dancing, drumming, or even serving tea or sake. Due to their complexity and craftsmanship, they were often owned by the wealthy, like the daimyo, feudal lords. 3. Dashi kakuri. Large mechanical puppets used in religious festivals. These were often part of festival floats and performed reenactments of traditional myths and legends, adding an element of awe to the celebrations. While the kakuri puppets were initially accessible mainly to the aristocracy, their popularity spread throughout Japan by the 19th century. The influence of kakuri can be seen in the development of kabuki and bunraku, traditional Japanese theater forms that incorporated puppet performances. The kakuri's appeal also extended beyond entertainment into craftsmanship, with notable figures like Tanaka Hiyashi of Toshiba creating technologically sophisticated versions of these puppets. His works, including the famous Yumi Heike Donji, a puppet that shoots arrows, and the Modi Kaki doll, a figure that writes letters, are considered masterpieces of mechanical artistry. Thank you for exploring these fascinating aspects of Japanese culture with me. From unique traditions like the Baby Crying Festival, to quirky innovations like ramen noodle baths and plush Mulan lunch buddies, Japan continues to surprise and intrigue with its creativity and charm. These cultural quirks not only offer a glimpse into the country's rich history, but also showcase the way Japan blends tradition with modernity in unexpected ways. If you're ever curious to learn more about these fascinating topics or anything else, feel free to reach out. Until next time, sayonara.